I'm sorry, go to
If we
where?
go down, see where we can download this one.
This one?
There is down SQL study 20.02. Is there any other way version as well? Go down, see over there. What? Let's see over there. I think this is the one only. It is SQL Studio 20. I think that was which download that one and install it.
This one?
Yes, this one, this one. Yes. Is complete. Open it. Uh, Search from the start. No, this was a setup, I think. Rafi,
Right here, right?
this was the application you have.
Anyway, let's continue.
What are you doing, Rafi?
I was just trying to pull out my notes because pilot, I was signed into to the pilot OneNote, so I was trying to pull those up, but it's fine. Let's just forget about it.
So, Rafi, currently what we have done, we have installed this SQL Server Management Studio, and now name this SQL Server name. Just name it by your name, or check from this one. Drop down. What are there? There is nothing. Okay. Just click the connect. Check if it connects or not.
No, it did not connect.
Okay, cancel it.
Cancel here, right?
No, no, that only. Let me see the server name, which was the server and how we connect with. Rafi, I think we should do this in the next class, okay? Today
Okay.
we just discuss Power BI because I
Okay.
told you that I have just taken. I know I have done the exercise over there. So we will. This is the service studio. What we will do, we will connect to this studio, and I will give you. I will share those files with you where we will make the database, and then we will work on that database, and that will not take many classes. So we will be very comfortable with those queries which is like flag from and those kind of which almost come in the question. So this we will cover inshallah, no problem. This is not a problem. But for today, because I maybe have to. Last month I took this so installations were not as I have done it in the first month. So that's why maybe I'm not comfortable right now. I will see that video from my coach, and I will write them down, and we will start it. Okay.
Do you have any
Uh,
experience with integrating Salesforce to Google Analytics? Anything like that you've done?
no, no, I have never worked on Salesforce. My most of the work is like we use Excel. Okay, so Excel is basic, where we manage the data. Because
Okay.
here in Pakistan there is no such kind of thing that everything goes to these updated tools as well. So we day reporting we use these because they are also secure over here. We don't need any third party. Similarly, from Excel to Dash database or Power BI, I shifted 2 years ago, and still it is used by me in my workplace. No one other use Power BI.
Okay, got it. Out of these other skills, is there anything? else that you know that's on here?
No, I have just told you we can start from Power BI and SQL. Okay, so these two I will. For Power BI, I'm expert, no problem. SQL, I have also, because this is related to this one databases. No problem for that one. I will teach you this one, but I need a refresher for that one. So these two you don't need to worry about this one. But the other like Python, this is maybe or and these are different languages, and I don't think so. You have to take. Well, you have done something in the Python and or previously.
Nope. I don't have it. That's what I'm saying is that like Power BI, at least
Because
I know what it is. I can talk about what it entails. But if you asked me any of these other things, I wouldn't even be able to tell you one sentence. That's why I'm saying is that it's better that we target something that I know nothing about so that I can talk about something about it. Like Google Optimizely, I don't know anything about it Optimizely at all. So if you had skills in any of these other ones that I have no clue about, I would start with those ones that I'm completely unaware about.
okay, that's why I'm telling over here that because I also gave you some lecture on Excel 1 or 2. So from there, what I know that you don't have much experience with data management as well. So you cannot handle data like we. If you remember over there, we made some tables. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's we call every table. So data cleaning before it getting it to the these tools like working on this one data cleaning ETL process is very important. Extract, transform, and load because never you will never get the data and all the clients I get from the Fiverr as well as Upwork those struggle with these things because they can make just as you see over
What's
here
up,
I
mango
have
friends? It's
recent.
Rafi, and I wanted to take just a couple.
Okay, I just in the two experience with one client was in the Canada. She was working in some data in the Power BI, but she was also struggling because her data was not as clean, and she was making some graphs, but those graphs are those reports not showing the required result. So she contacted me on Fiverr. So what I see the basics that comes behind this Power BI, Tableau, or the SQL. And similar, maybe it goes for Python and R as well. Because you, if you know the data, what we see that how data is managed over here, you can see that in the Excel or in the Google Sheet. Okay, so you cannot see over in the SQL. You will only see those headers, and you will for practice. You also get those clean data as
Mhm.
I show you, let me show you some data over here.
So, well, here's the other thing. What I'm saying is that I want to be able to speak on them at least. Does that make sense? Like it doesn't, I don't have to be able to know how to do the skill necessarily itself. So you're saying you have no experience at all with anything else except for SQL and Power BI on here, basically, right?
Exactly. These
Like you've
two I
never
can
done anything with any of these other things at all.
exactly
Okay,
because
great.
with Python or Google Analytics, I just saw sorry, I just came in to know when I talked with you. And I have took a one online class on that one. I have not done much of that as well. But other all things these I have never done it. Tableau I can have, but this Tableau and Power BI are same. But I have used Power BI the most. Tableau I have not done anything. But these Tableau or Power BI or SQL, these work together as the same because our focus is like similar. It is also used for data analysis or data extraction over. So you link it from the and you how you extract the data. Okay, so the SQL is also used for that one. This is the query language that work with the servers. Okay, and Power BI is the visualization tool. Okay, so it visualize those data that come over here. But you need to have the data how data is maintained over here. So you also need the schemas of data and how we make those connections over there. You need to have that in mind. So Power BI is not just like what you have told me over here. It contains much of that one. Okay, so they will not never ask you how to make a like report. They will ask you that how you make those connections and how you they will give you a scenario like if there is if we have to make some graph with the timelines. Okay,
Mhm.
so how you will get to that one? So these kind of question and those you can only tell when you have done something relevant examples.
Mhm.
Like you make graphs and you design those schemas over here. Those there in Power BI. If you do you have idea of how we make the what is it called? Uh, Give me a minute. Let me share my screen.
Okay. In that case, then yeah, I guess we can start with Power BI. That's the most relevant one they're gonna ask me about.
Exactly. So I'm just telling you that the data analysis and data visualizations. These I can all. This is the main. What can I tell you and the basics from to advance. Okay.
Okay, let's
So
do
let's start
that.
from it.
And then how much time do you have today?
We can have 2 hours or 3 hours. No problem.
Okay, so let's do this for 1 hour and then focus on Okta for the next couple of hours. Let's break it up into two because I don't want to stop the Okta sessions either. Because my goal,
Okay.
just to give you an idea of what I'm trying to accomplish here. Right now, I unexpectedly lost the job, right? So I have to get right back into this stuff again all of a sudden. But my goal is that in the next month or two, ideally, once I get the Okta professional certificate, and if I haven't found a job by the next couple of months, then I will just totally change my entire resume and focus it for Okta and cyber identity access management and start applying to those jobs. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep learning Okta while applying to the business analyst jobs for the moment, since I'm much more familiar with business analyst than I am with cybersecurity.
Okay. Got the idea. So we are what is time at your end? It is. So for the next hour, we will just discussing this one, and uh, the other next we will okay do the
Okay,
other.
perfect.
Okay, my screen is visible to you.
No.
So this is Power BI desktop. Okay, you have done working with the Power BI desktop or Power BI services on the web page. Those report, I think that was made over the web page.
Um, I don't remember anymore, honestly. Well,
Okay.
the dashboard itself, I put it on the web, but I think I did it on desktop. After I created the dashboard, I made a web viewable version of it.
Okay, then this is like that when we open the Power BI desktop, this is when we click over here. Okay, Rafi, I'm just going fast over here. In the we will be doing a 20 15 minutes introduction over here. Then
Okay.
I will take you to the actual Power BI environment. Okay, so this is not the big deal. Okay, so what is important over here? We have this. How I can. Okay, is it visible like
Yeah.
slideshow or not?
Um, yeah, I can see the next slide on the side also, but
Okay, let's take, because I want this pointer for you just to focus on this one.
okay.
Okay, so let's take it as it is. Okay, so this the path over here is like data modeling and data visualization, Power Query, DAX functions, and that creation creating that dashboard. Okay, so data visualization is one of the things. So how we visualize those data? Okay, and data modeling is very important. Data modeling, we will discuss this one as well. And after we make this data modeling, the power, what Power Query can do over here. So this Power Query is very important. When you they may ask you a question for this one as well. So the language that is used in the Power BI, that is DAX language, DAX functions.
Mm,
As we write functions in the Excel, some uh, or we look up, you have idea of those one. Similarly, we use subtract, and we have different average and these kind of things. So in the Power BI, we have a different language that is called the data expression language. Okay,
mm,
for that, so these are the actual pillars that on which you build your dashboard. Okay, you know how to have these all kind of things. So you must know that how do you visualize the data, simple for simple reports.
mm,
And similarly, you must know have knowledge of that data modeling, and you also use Power Query for data cleaning or data management. Similarly, for different functions or different, if you have some, because everything is not coming into the way, or the data is coming in your way, that you can simply answer some questions. So for some purpose, you may ask you, they ask you something that you have to write those functions for that one. You are understanding those points, like calculating them, or like they making their average. Similarly, there are a lot of different, like you if you they are asked you to make the distinct count of that one or distinct function. So there are a lot of those ones. So we use here in the calculate function those kind of functions over here. Okay.
mm.
After, if we have all we have strong grip on these things like data functions, Power Query, and data modeling and data visualization, then we can create a good dashboard.
Right.
Okay. So
Yes.
this is actually over here. Okay. So prerequisites for this one. This is just for this, that you must know the basic knowledge of. So what is the spreadsheet functions? So you maybe a little bit knowledge of you already have. So this is like foundation for understanding the Power BI. This given. So this is the prerequisite for. So that I made this first slide for this one. Similarly, understand of tables and fields. So if you remember in the Excel, we have some. I have given you some sessions over there. So I have talked about these things. So you remember those tables in the Excels.
Um, yes, kind of, yes.
Okay, what was the table all about? It was like it was we have data in our Excel that we call it is kindly a range. So we have to give every time a range for that one, like from A1 to like L30 or these kind of things. But when we make the tables, okay,
Mm,
so they are automatically, they are dynamic. So everything we add at the end of the table, it adds to the table. And we also call with the table names. And what are the column headers are? Those are called fields.
mm-hmm.
So fields are very important.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Similarly, for Power BI versus Excel, they have a lot of you can say, if Excel is your uh, knife, okay, then this is a supercar kind of thing. So if it has more lot more of functionality comparing to the one of them is like it Excel has limited data capacity, so it can handle only 1.5 million rows and 16K columns. But here in Power BI, you can have much more the data than this one. So we can even for 50 GB of data we can download to this Power BI and it can work on that one.
Got
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Similarly, limited visualization capabilities in Excel, you have to make this. But this Power BI is designed for interactive dashboard, so it has a lot of you can make a more powerful insights over there. Okay. So
Yes.
similarly, the Power BI is integrated with the web services, Power BI services. So you can also have real time data updates over there. Okay. So here in Excel, yeah, you need to time consuming manual updates. You will every time you have to do those repetitive kind of works. So here Power Query come into play when you have a single data that is coming like downloading from the your web page or your server. So it has same schema. So what you can do, you can record those steps in the Power Query, and it will automatically do that thing. Okay. So you don't need to make like if every time a report come, you delete some columns and you delete some rows or you make some filters, so those are recorded over here in the Power Query. That is automatic automation kind of thing. Okay, you got
Mhm.
the idea. So that is also integrated in the Power BI. So Power BI also do that one. So it real time make that data updates.
Got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Similarly, if these are the like interview, they have some question like, what is the Power BI? So I have recited this thing and I have put it over here. That in the 2013, Power BI was unveiled by the Microsoft in September as Power BI for Office 365. So it was the first release was like Microsoft Excel based add-in. So here, if you can see over here, there was a like logo was also a green one, and it was like B in over here. Okay, so this
Yeah.
was the initial release, and it was a Microsoft Excel based add-in. It don't have a different software. It was like a add-in that was integrated into the Excel. Okay, and it
Right.
has those functions: those Power Query, Pivot, and Power View. These are currently in advanced Excel. Uh, these add-ins are already available in Power in Excel as well. Okay, someone asked you that do we have Power Query in Excel? What would you say?
Yes.
Yes, we have Power Query in Excel. Okay, similarly Power Pivot and Power View. So we can also the word limitations we have discussed over here. We can also make more data into Excel by using these add-ons. Okay, so these are already present over there. You can kill this thing like you have more data than these rows. So what will you do? You will use the Power Query add-in in the Excel. If you are doing it in the Excel, you are not using the Power BI. So you can do this because these are the part of advanced yeah, 2 days Excels. Okay.
Yep. Yes.
So this was the basic. Then there was public release in the 2015. Okay, these have different more features, QA functionality, enterprise level data connectivity. So more data connectivity were given by the Power BI. So as we discussed in Okta that it is integratable with more than 7,000 apps like these kind of things. So this is also a good thing of Power BI. We will see today this as well in the Power BI that you can pull data from many sources. They have a lot of sources, and day by day they are increasing over there. Okay,
Hmm.
you can integrate with this as Monkey Dot. I think the survey services as well, which we have over there in on the web. So you can directly download data from the web as well. Okay, so Power BI has those options as well. So this may be also a question that how many integrations are where we can connect the data. So we you must that if you have those idea of that, we will see those as well. Okay. So in the 2017 there was continuous enhancement. If you see, there is a little bit of logo change, and after 2020 significant updates were there. Okay, so what were they added? Now they have small narrative, anomaly detection, and decomposition tree visual. So there are more AI driven features were added in the 2020. So you can now double click on it. Power BI will tell you that about your data that you can make these analysis as well. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, so this is like a simple, uh, uh, if you have the background of Power BI, so that is started from 2013 and as a basic add-on of Excel, and now ended at like major changes were made in 2020, which we see over here. But its update come every 2 or 3 months, and they make changes. Recently, they have made another change over there. We will see that one as well.
Okay.
Okay, so transformation that into actionable insight. So what it do, as you see over here, if it is in the Salesforce, I think this is the Salesforce, uh, or maybe it is only cloud. We will see that if Salesforce data can be integrated with the Power BI, but on the internet, Access, Excel, SQL, Monkey.com. So these all can be integrated over here in the Power BI, and from where you can make these insights. Okay.
Okay.
Similarly, if you talk about the Power BI ecosystem overview, so we have Power BI Desktop, Power BI Services, and Power BI Apps. So what it is like Power BI Desktop, we make some services. We make these dashboards over here. These can be then as you know over here, Power BI Services, and you can also make a view for your Power BI mobile app as well. So everyone can. It is uh, that it is so useful that everyone when have on the go he can use also he can see visuals on his mobile as well. Okay.
Got it. Okay.
So what are the building blocks of Power BI? Number one is the visualizations, data sets, reports, dashboards, and tiles. Okay, so these are like 15, five, sorry, with building blocks. We will discuss one by one. These are simple that visualizations are like representation of data, data set collection of data that were used to create. So we, from where we create these visualization, we create from data sets and collection of visualization. When we create some visual, then those corrections are on one page or more page, then we call it report. But the collection of it that you can share with others and provide a quick or a story or build dashboard is like more than a report, because report tells about one thing. Report is we have only one topic, but dashboard tells the whole story. Okay, you got the idea. Dashboard is more than a report. Report is like one aspect of anything, but dashboard is telling you everything or many aspects that you want to, the whole story of that thing, whole project. If you want to cover everything of different aspects of that project or that thing, that we put over on the dashboard. Okay.
Okay.
Then tiles single visualization is also but number one and number five are all almost the same. So we also call the single visualization as tile as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is visualizations. I have already told these are the data sets as you see over here. So that basic idea that each column, if you see over here, each column has its header. We also call it fields as well, like here, year, month name, calendar, birth, and these kind of things. Okay. So data sets are collection of data sets used to create visualization. Okay. So sources, I have talked about this one, like Excel table, website table, or online result of marketing campaign. If you see over here, so these can be, these all are called data sets over. Similarly, Microsoft SQL Server database in Azure or Oracle or in service like Salesforce or Mailchimp. So these are the sources of data sets. Okay,
Right.
you can connect these one. So from all of these, like Salesforce, Facebook, you can integrate those data with the Power BI.
Right.
Then report, I have already talked about this one. That with a single, like if you see over here, this is an HR report. Okay, so it has information. I can see over here. It is like this one page is regarding the new hires. The other one is like actions and new hires scoreboard and bad hires low, these kind of things. So there are different pages over here. Every page is telling about different stories. So new hires report is a separate and these kind of things. So what we can do, we will see in the Power BI as well. We have these options. We can make different tabs, and for each tab we can make a different report. Okay, as
Okay.
here in the second page we have 5 page report. Okay,
Okay.
and dashboard is a different thing. It tells more about thing. It tells more the whole story over here. And how you make this dashboard, as we as a painter paints everything on a single canvas. So here we also have that canvas. So we design everything that it has a when a painter designs or painter paints. So he has everything on that single canvas. Okay, so he put everything over there.
Hmm.
Similarly over here, dashboards are like these are a single page and they tell the whole story.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the building block is called as tile. I have already done. Then this is like how now exploring the Power BI desktop. So we will go to the real Power BI as well. For this one, like we have a ribbon menu, tab menu, visualization, and field pane and Power Query editor. So these are very important over here.
Got it. Okay. Hmm.
Okay. So let me open this one. So when you open the Power BI, so this come into way. So it says select a data source or start with a blank report. So you can one lake up and these options are there are also more than options over here. Okay, if you click over here, or this kind of window comes into also. So here is a list of the whole what you can connect with it. So if you see over here, you have LinkedIn Learning Beta as well, and there are a lot of options, and they are day by day they are increasing over here. If you see like Salesforce, I say here, Salesforce subject, Salesforce reports. So these are kind of so it can be connected with multiple things. Okay,
Okay.
but we usually do with the Excel. So we will be like our CSV file, a simple file. So we will be doing that one. So or we can import over here. So what if you are going to a SQL Server import, you can say then simple. If we usually what we do import from here as well. Okay. So,
Mhm.
but if you see over here, this is the window. Add data to your report, and it is like ribbon menu. So there here is the ribbon menu, and it has home, insert, modeling, view, and optimizing different things. Then there is a tab menu. So this is very important. So one is first one is report, second one is the table view, third one is model view. So this is what I was talking about, that you don't have done that modeling. And this, the last one, DAX Q review, this was not present in the previous 2 months ago. Okay, this is came in the latest update, latest Power BI update. So currently we have these four tabs over here, and these are very important. What we do mostly, we design our dashboard that is in the report view. So one can ask that how many views are there. So you can also tell it. Can you name them? The first one is report view, where you can see the reports as well as the dashboard. And we were usually dealing with this one. And when we go to see the data, which data, and then we use the second view, that is table view. Okay, so just remember the name: the report view, table view, third one is model view, and now fourth one is also added as the tax query view. And difference you already know. Data is over here in the table view, a report and dashboards are in the report view, and modeling you do, or data connectivity you do between the different tables, that is the model view. Okay,
Okay.
can you repeat these things?
You have the report view, which shows you the reports, which is an entire 360 view picture of all the data basically in different ways, different via different dash
Where you have visuals, where
yeah,
you have
visuals.
visuals, where you build your dashboard. So that is in the report view.
Then the table view
Okay,
shows you basically all the raw data in the tables. Well, not raw, but like, just organized in tables so you can see the actual numbers and figures in the tables. And then you
exactly.
have
So
the
on base of which data you have made these reports, that if you want to access over here, you see
right,
over here in the table. Okay.
right, right. If you want to change anything, you make the changes usually in the tables. Um,
So regarding the changes here, you cannot make much changes because it is integrated with the like you have it coming from somewhere. You have connection, made the connections with someone. So just clear this concept that in the table view you don't have the option to change the data.
the data change, if you want to make a change, you have to upload the new file or change it in the data source of truth.
Date in the source. So you have to change the or update the source. What you can do over here, that in the DAX as well as in the Power Query, uh, we can make those changes to that one. Or what you can say, that transformation we can do over that data, but we cannot change the data. Or we can input some new tables as well. Okay, so that option is there. But the basic data that we imported from somewhere, we cannot change that data. So this is the concept.
Got it.
What the point?
Yes. To change it, you have
So
to
in that,
change it. You have to either upload a new file, data file, or you have to change it directly from the actual source of truth where the data is coming from.
exactly.
Okay. And then the
You
next
can
thing
add some data. You can add some table or data here, separate data, and you can link that one to your exist imported data as well for customization. If you need something like you may make a similar table, and you and then make those connections and make a model for that one. We will see some example for that purpose as well. So you can input some data over here, like a simple table. Not much of that, but a simple table we can input over here, and it will show over here a different kind of thing. But the imported data we cannot change. Okay.
Okay.
So what about the model view?
The model view basically shows you the data organized in some structure so you can understand how each of the tables and data are connected to one another.
Exactly.
So,
So their main connection. So what kind of connections we will discuss as well? One to many, or many to one. Though these kind of connections are made over here. So from this data modeling, uh, you have different tables or different sources from different sources. You can have different tables from different sources. and you can model them to make the visual. So just example that you have one sales report, one like or let's discuss the HR. So HR has the salary information in different table, and it is from the different source. And he has the what attributes in different table they have maintained in their data. Similarly, their leaves management is somewhere else. Okay, so how they will integrate? They will make a model over here. So from their like the key like employee ID. So what all data have those employee ID over there. Okay, so in
Mhm.
their like the first one, if we see, as we have given the example that they have their attributes or how they have hired them. So the first table is that one. The second one is coming from their salaries or those information. Third one is their leaves as well. Okay, so all the information is tracked over all these three tables have one key common. So that is called the primary key. Okay, so that primary key will link over here and make a model. So we don't need to bring all the data in a one table or over there. What we can do, what we can do, we can make the connections between these three tables. You are getting the point?
Yeah.
Maybe these are the from different sources like leave management is updating their daily and it is coming from other source. Similarly, their salaries are those kind of things, how much they are paid or their maybe the different kind of that is like daily updates over here. So you connect that over here in the middle one, and their basic information is with the HR, and that table is over here. So what you can do, you can make those connections and make the reports that how this department or these people are just one people. If you want to see for one person that he what he is doing over there, how much he is getting the paid, and how is his trend of leaves, and what is the trend of his salary, like these kind of things. What are the other trends are what you can visualize. So by connecting those into the model view, you make that. So if you see over here, you have different tables connections. So there's are. So if someone says what we do in the model, what will you say?
In the model, we basically connect the data points, the sources of we connect, draw relationships to show where each of the data is coming from, what are the sources, and how the different data sets are connected to each other. Like one to
No,
many to
okay. You
many,
have
many
the
to
second thing
one.
is right. You have um, you told it correctly, but the first is not. So we don't make connections over here from the sources.
Mhm.
Okay, those will already come over here in the this view. What we do, we make connections between these data
Which
sets.
which which view is this? Which one is this? This is a DAX?
This
What are
one,
we on right now?
mo-
Yeah.
model view.
In the model view, we do not show where the sources are coming from. Like if there's data
No,
being pulled from different sources, we will not show that here.
no. We when we okay, let me open a report over here. We have that option that we can see that where the data coming from. Okay, but you just you were saying that we have two options over here. We are just integrating this to the sources and then making the connection. The second one is right because the integration is already done. Not done over here. We don't have this option here in the model view. Okay, this is we can import that one or we can connect data from there.
Mhm.
Okay, but here only make connections between the data set that we have already imported. You are getting the point?
Yeah.
So can you read uh,
You know what?
can you repeat that about the data model view, what we do in the model view?
In the model view, we are basically showing the relationships between the different data, like how they're connected with each other. So, for example,
Or
um,
we are managing, we are not showing only, we are managing those connections. We will define those connections as well. That what
okay,
is this connection? How what is the primary key and how these data sets are connected with each other. Okay, we
got it.
will define and we will make those connections as well in this model view. Okay.
Okay,
So I was just showing you some data connected, so you have better idea. Then we'll move forward.
okay,
Let me open my report that I usually uh, use in my office. Meanwhile, it opens. Let me go back. So we have discussed this one report, data, table view, and model view. So we were over here in the model. So here we manage those connections and we make those connections between the data uh, that we have already imported over here. Okay, based on some keys, we will discuss this thing as well. And then there is DAX. So this is the function that is added recently. All the calculation that we use over here with using the DAX. So we can see over here and test them as well. Previously,
okay,
it was not present over here. Okay.
okay.
So as you see over the top under this kind of thing, it suggests also over here. Let me show you some. So this is the report that is my official report that. So if you see over here, this is the main dashboard that I have made. These are all we will be discussing these as well. Okay, so from the left side, these window, what we see over here, these are we are just exploring this ribbon, and these are called panes. Okay, visualization and field panes. Okay, we will discuss these as well. But currently we were at the tab menu. Okay, what we have all in the tab menu. Okay, so in the tab menu, we have these different views. Previous there were three, currently we have four. So if you see over here, dashboard and other reports are here, different reports. So this is the dashboard I have made for our project that is a running project in my office, and I'm working since 2018. Similarly, if you see over here, here are the all the data sets views over here. So if you see, this is the data I have inputted over here by myself, but this is the main data that has all the information, and this is maintained in Excel sheet, and I have just incorporated it over here. So it comes over here, and we use. So this, if I want to see this data, but we cannot change. So I just want to tell you that I cannot change data any of them over here because
Okay.
it coming from the source file. I can change the source file. I change update this file by refreshing it. Similarly, I can make some transformation on it by editing this query. So I have this option, but in this view or in this tab, I cannot change any of them. I cannot input anything. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so then there is this is the model view. If you see over here, this is the model view. All data sets are over here, and then these lines are between. If you see these lines, these are actual the modeling. What is called modeling? So these are the connections. If double click over there, then you have this option. Like this, we define this relationship over here. But what is the relationship of this table with this table, and on which basis? So we define over here but that this is the relation from table this this row has the one to one many or many to many connections. Okay, so
Hmm.
this is actually where we if you see my main table is like where it is the main table which has all the data. Other are customized table are for different variant, just on the requirement of my management that you show this monthly sub-region. I have made this one, but this is the main data. And if you see the first connection with the monthly, if you double click over here, this is the connection. It is based on this sub-region. If you see over here, the
Mm-hmm.
sub-region from here, and sub-region will be also from this table as well. Sub-region will be, if you see, this sub-region is connected with this sub-region. This is from this table, the data table, and this is from this table, and this is many to one relationship. And we are, and this, on base of this relationship, what we do in any visual, we take one value from here and other value from here. So because of this connection, those those things are updated over here. If you see some visuals, you will also find something like, if I click over here, okay, both things are coming from this table. If you click over here, both are coming from this table, but some tables may have from different tables as well. I think I have drawn, I have made everything like from one. Okay, maybe. Okay, for this one, if you see geographic view, one is coming from here and one is coming from here. Okay, what I'm talking about, I'm talking about these fields. So these fields, one of these fields or two of these fields are coming from this table, and one or two are coming from this table. So these are different, two different tables over here. Okay,
Right.
this is connected to my file, and this I have made in the Power BI. So based on that modeling and based on that connection, they are working together. You are getting my point?
Yeah. So like there, I mean, like two tables are being referenced to create one visualization dashboard.
Exactly. So that reference is like this connection. So with that connection we made or we manage in this model view. This is
Mm,
very important over here. Okay. When we are
right.
dealing with the complex data or those kind of things. Okay.
You're mapping out there. These are these are different tables and things like that. You're mapping out from which table, which column it's pulling the data from this one, and then it's pulling another column from another spreadsheet and combining it together to make one dashboard, something like that, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Like I just told you as an example of HR data, that we all data, so data will be showing over here like this thing, like 1, 2, 3, and every data has the fields. So fields will be like this field. I click over here. These are the fields. These are there are a lot of columns over here. So those are columns are coming over here in this table. Okay. So what we will make some connection with one table, like I told you in the HR example, that employee ID will be the key. So employee ID will be connected with the other tables through this data modeling.
Okay.
And what we will do, we will use that employees over from the one table, and we will get other things like their salaries, like their leave information from the other table that we are getting on it, and we will see the trends of that specific person. From but that data will be coming from different sources as well. Okay, so
Got
this
it.
is the power. This is the power of Power BI.
Makes sense. Okay.
Okay, so let me go back to this one. So we have discussed this thing, and I have also told you about the different, like this is the tab views. So we have three tabs, four tabs over here. Last one is the DAX that is just recently added. Then there is C visualization and field pen. So these are also very important. Like I have told you over here, one is the data, second is the properties, and third one also. If you go to the report view, third one is like sorry, one is data, second is visualization, and third is filter. So these are very important. In data you have all the data sources and those connections over here. You have all these visuals that are present, and similarly in the filter you can manage those filters on every visual or the page or those kind of things. Okay, so these
Okay.
panes are also very important. We play, we pull fields or we pull data from this field and put it in the visuals and get visuals from here and filters over here and make these dashboards. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, one another thing, if you have noticed over here, that is the Power Query. So how we get to the Power Query? So we have this option over transform data. Okay, if we click over here, transform data. So this is actually what you also uh, identified in the model view that sorry table view where I told you that data sources or connections are managed over here. So this is the Power Query where we can. If you see over here, these are the data connections, current data connections, where we have all these data coming from. So these two or three tables are there. Okay, where I am getting the data and I'm making those connections. Okay, so you
Mhm.
can change and update from here as well. If you have placed the file somewhere else, you can change it. Or if you want to import another one, you can import and then okay.
Mhm.
Similarly, transform data is here that will bring you to Power Query. So here you can make a transformation. So this will be the part we will discuss is as well. This has also very useful options over here, like transforming how we transform the data. We add columns somewhere and we make some customized columns as well. Okay, deleting the rows and these kind of things. So here is also a M language is used over here, and for the different steps, Power Query is very powerful. It writes M language, M code by itself. You don't need to have write this language over here. Just you can use these uh, GUI, and you can perform those unpivot and transpose and these kind of things. He will do it by he will make this what you can say uh, this M code. Okay, so to access the Power transformation of data, you will go for to here. Okay, use the Power Query Editor. So you can access Power Query Editor from here. Okay, in the Home tab, you have this option after refresh. So refresh is also important whenever you want to update this data. So source is updated, then you just click the refresh. This everything will be updated over here. Like what is the source file over here? If I tell you
Abdul, can we
this is
take a
the
5 minute break so I can get some food and use the bathroom? 5 minute.
okay, Rafiq, we can take let's meet in 10 minutes. No problem.
Okay,
I
that's fine.
have
Perfect.
also want to go to washroom. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, Okay, then you can have this option where you want to get this data. So there are files or these simple file formats are over here like XML and this kind of then databases. There are a lot of databases like, including SQL, IBM, MySQL, SAP, Google, Big, Snowflake, VA connectors, and these kind of things over there. Then Microsoft Fabrics are a separate thing. Power Platform is there. Azure is Microsoft services, all of them. Online services you have. So here if you see Google Analytics, you can also connect this to Google Analytics as well, Salesforce as well, LinkedIn. Okay, so there are a lot of options. Like in Okta, we have more connectors. Here we have a lot of online services where you can get data. Okay, so this is how you get data. So for example, and let me go through this slides over there. So in the next session, after the SQL, we will start with the SQL. But we will also give some time to this one, and we will make. I will teach you how to make a dashboard and report using the data. Meanwhile, we will also discuss some questions to answer with the Power BI. Okay, Rafi.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Yes, I'm listening.
Okay. So this is regarding Power Query. When we will discuss Power Query in coming lectures, we will see these things like how we can remove unnecessary rows and change table name, remove. So these all are the steps, and what we can do are the uh, action points that we can do using the Power Query. And this is the part of ETL, which I told you earlier, like extract, transform, and load. So we all do this one before loading data to our Power BI. Okay, before visualization, we do this all thing, analyzing and transforming the data. So this is very important concept of transforming the data to cleaning of it. Then there are visual. If you see over here in this one, we have discussed this data where we have those data imported over here and fields there. Then we have these visuals. So there are different kind of visuals. Okay. So if you see over here, there are bar charts, line charts. Line charts are here, and then there are area charts, tax chart, and pie chart. So if we categorize these charts, so there are some common charts over there, which we can use in while making the reports as well as the dashboard. The common charts include the cards where we put those high numbers, and pie chart, donut chart, line chart, bar and column chart, combo charts, and slicer. So these are commonly used. So basic, if you are going with the basic report or basic dashboard, then you will use these common charts. For others, those are like someone that different when we come to the we will be making some reports uh, that have like different visuals or maybe some kind of advanced visuals as well. So funnel chart, gauge chart, scattered bubble chart, tree maps, waterfall charts, KP maps, and matrices. So these all are over here. If you see over here, these are also integrated over here. Like this is the map. This is what was other common. So these are key influencer, or these are AI tools. These are AI visuals. But other than that, so these are the funnel, waterfall, and scatter chart. So they are not commonly used. Common use are these above one, donut, this one, this card, this gauge, and these are the commonly used. And the other that are less used, these are the waterfall charts and funnel charts based on customize or on your requirement. You can use these as well. Other than these two, the common and others, we also have AI visuals. Okay, so these are two or three kind of visuals where these visual will give you artificially, with the help of artificial intelligence, they give you some insights. Okay, so key influencer chart or decomposition tree or those kind of things. So well, we will discuss those as well if we will find some time at Q&A. So we double click over here in something, the Q&A will ask you, because there is no data. That is why. Otherwise, it will analyzing the data. Is it will also ask to tell you that what we can do. If you see over here in this report, uh, which has a lot of data over here, I if I click on a new page and double click over here, QL will preparing. Sorry, if I click a data set and then double click over here, what it says. Maybe in the report. I don't know why this is happening, but it is this visual, this QA and these visuals are artificially they use artificial intelligence. So we have the example of this one when we go to our practical. We will see that how these can be used over there. Okay.
Okay.
So then there is DAX measure. So we write some this kind of language. So what is DAX syntax? It has two or three components. So A is the name of total measure name is there. Then there is a function and on which things you will be applying. So sales into sales and amount. So sales amount is the label column name and sales is the table name, and you are summing the sales. You are summing the sales amount in the sale table. Okay, so that is like that
Right.
thing.
It's
If you
referencing the
if you
table by the second parentheses. It's telling it
exactly
what table to pull the data from, basically, right?
exactly this is the table name E, and this is the field name in
Got
that
it.
table. What is the field? This is simple syntax, not a much of that one. Okay.
Okay.
Similarly, in tax measure, there are a lot of functions like aggregation function, filter function, text function, and time function. We use these sum, average, count, these functions. While filtering, we use this one. And for text function, for making with the strings, we work with the strings. We have this use this for the time intelligence function. We use year, month, day, and today. These kind of functions while dealing with the trends as well. Okay, so
Okay.
this was a presentation, just overview of that one and what we cover in this Power BI training that I usually give. Okay, so in that one, that is the career path. We discuss modeling, we discuss visualization, we discuss Power BI in detail. We have multiple example of dash only because this is the difficult part, and this is like advanced thing. Uh, Making a simple dashboard like this, a simple these kind of thing. But when it comes to the customized thing, like if you see this graph. Okay, the last one over here. This one, these are our customized graph over here. Similarly, this line graph, they don't have the exact data that you pull the fields from there and just put over here. What it takes to make those modeling, make new tables, make write those DAX functions, and then you will be only able to do this one. As in the current example, if you see over here,
Basically,
so
what you're
this
saying is
is
that
like
these are customized the queries or I guess customized what's the word I'm looking for? Expressions
yes.
that had to be written to create these visualizations. They're not default
Exactly. They are
buttons you
not
can
default
click.
are not you just don't need to you not just be able to just drag these from a single table that you just counting something and you have this legend over here and you are counting something. What will you have to write some DAX over here and then you will be only able to make these kind of graphs over here. Okay,
Okay.
if you see these all are measures are written over here. Like for these top visuals, I have written these measures to count this one. It depends on data, what data is and how. If it is clean and just straightforward, and you have straightforward visuals that it is categorizing how many are in this category, then it is simple. But when you are going to like uh, dragging it to like over here. If you see over here, these are the targets. So targets are static in this data. So what I have done over here, if I click over here, then I have to set up, make a targets target table. If I click on this target table, so this is the table that I have made. Where is target table? This I have made it in the customize. If you see over here, these categories, these
Mm-hmm.
targets. So this I have put over here in the Power BI manually. Okay,
Okay.
I have just created. And what do this on this is dynamic and calculated over. If you see over here, this is
Yeah.
calculated based on this calculation or this query or this DAX function. So this is the DAX function that is automatically calculating this one.
Okay.
Okay, so if I go to this one, uh, I I just want to tell you that how this customized visual for that one, what we have to do that one, because this the owner data, these numbers are coming from this main data sheet, but the other things we have just made to based on, because this was the requirement that what is our current standing over there. Okay.
Okay.
So I think this is all for today. You have the generic idea of that one, and navigation tab. We have discussed those navigations. So if the next question may be like from the today, if we I ask that what you have learned these things like what are the main views or tabs over there. Okay,
Okay.
and what are the main panes and what each pane consists of. Similarly, how you navigate between this, and similarly I have told you about the history of like Power BI and its capabilities, and similarly we have discussed that what will be the if we want to learn this thing, what path of this one. Like we have to go through this visualization, which is this the part data cleaning, that is the Power Query part. Okay, and then the DAX functions are there. Similarly, these are the main things that if you have, then you will be confident with this Power BI. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start with the Okta.
Okay.
Okay, for Okta, let me. So if you remember Okta, we were at the Salesforce and you have done this configuration at your laptop. Okay, we were at the chapter, yes, day 5. We have discussed, we have gone through this theory. Okay, and we were at this one. What I told you that I made the sales force account, and let's make this account creation. I have made this one. So if we go to the lab 5, uh, I have made this account. So yesterday, if you go to your sales account, okay, Salesforce account, let me open that one. This is the first account that I have made. So yesterday we were experienced that I was unable to get to this. If you see over here, get to this after getting to over here, I was unable to get this one, the app managers. If you see, do you remember it? That we over here, app manager. but we were unable to find that one. Okay, we just clicked over here as well and checked one or two of things over here. Do you remember?
Yes.
So what I figured out, it is like if we go to our settings, setup, our setup. So from here in the setup, then you can here we can get this app manager. Okay.
Mhm.
So yesterday we were not able to go to this one. So how we can go to this thing? This is like in the setup. So from here you can access that. So when we go to the setup, if you see over here, lighting the experience of manager. So sorted the app, filtered by. So these are, I think, the default one. I have never integrated any app over here. So when while you want to integrate, you click on this one, the new connected app. So here you have to name that app, that which app you want to. So we have Okta over here. Then sorry, Okta, and front email is I have made this one with this way on, and but other informations are required over there. If you go to this lab in the app manager, we have done this one. Then we go to over here, and after that this is the callback URL. Okay, and reference is like this one. So if you go to this reference has given that how you configure the Okta and the REST integration. Oh, sorry, how configure OAuth and REST integration. This topic describes how to configure Salesforce integration to use REST APIs to authenticate using OAuth. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is like uh, so if you begin, it has told that create administrative account Salesforce, which I have already made. You need the account to create OAuth and that used in the Salesforce REST integration. So these two keys will be required over there. So this is actually showing the whole procedure. So custom user profile and this one, this is required both SOP and REST integration. Then the third step, if you see this third step over here, so what is this asking about that in Salesforce, create a connected app, which we have already clicked over there. Enable all settings from API integration. So how we will enable this one? These are the steps over there. Okay. So in
Mhm.
this, if you see over this to enable OAuth settings, so for OAuth setting, we are just doing this thing over here. Okay,
Mhm.
where we are connected. So for OAuth enabling it, you just click over this one. Okay, when
Yep.
you click over this one, then these settings will be made over there. Like in this Okta document, it has told that you enable this one and call back use this URL. So this is the URL that is Okta document is providing over there. That system this thing. So you will copy from here and you will disable this thing, and you will select what scopes you have to select these two. Okay, and other this also disabled, two are enabled, other all are disabled. So what is enabled over here? Secret. So these two things only enabled, all other are disabled, and you have to select these two things and also put this URL. Okay,
Okay.
same is provided over here in this thing. It is showing with these screenshots that you put Okta, your contact email, and then you click on this enable auth setting, and then he is referring to that document that when you enable it, uh, you have to disable everything and you put callback URL. So let's do this one. So we have done this one, just URL. So we can copy it from here as well, from the document. So just copy it. Then here from here it has said that you manage API via data. This one to add, and the second one is
After you do it, you're gonna let me do all this on my own, right?
you have already generated this, and how you can do it? Do you have
I
Salesforce
can't
or
just undo all of it and do it again. Disintegrate and then integrate again.
yes, you if you can check please how to disintegrate that one.
You just have to remove the integration, basically, right? Do you know how?
I don't know. We have to search for that. Or I
Well,
give you
we
this
can just go
account.
through the steps and do all the steps again, basically.
Yes. Or I give you this account permission right now. You use this account and make this configuration.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sharing with you uh, the details of it. Just log in it. Share your screen and log into this Salesforce account and as well.
Where did you give me the logins?
Check your WhatsApp Salesforce I have shared with you.
You can log in using just Mailinator emails like that? Well,
You Salesforce?
yeah. Mailinator emails are actually real emails?
Yes,
Okay, you have to verify.
we can verify those emails as well. Verification code? Okay, I'm giving you. It will be on my email address that we see. Rafiq, what is saying that verification code is emailed to this.
It should have sent you a code to that email. Oh, well, I guess we can check it here.
Which account you have used? Shared with you that is a Gmail account.
You said at mailinator.com.
No, at the gmail.com. Sorry. So hey, Mahmood.
Well, it's right here.
Oh, okay. You are right. Yes, over here. It is here.
I mean, it's gonna let me log in, I guess.
Oh, I use the mailinator. Sorry. I was just confusing this one.
Okay.
So if you go to this here, how you will be integrating Salesforce. So just get setup. I think already you are in the setup.
Yeah.
Okay. Just change this previously. That's why we were not configuring this one. So in the setup, what we have to do, go on the top.
You can't really click that.
Okay, so you right over here, app manager. Okay, new connected app. Click this new connected app.
Oh.
So here you name it. But if you see, we will be integrated with some Okta account. Okay, so what Okta account you are already using, you have integrated this Salesforce with that one. But the different account that was not for this way Mahmood. Okay, so
Okay.
what we will be like, I give an Okta account as well.
Sure. I guess we have to have both, right?
Okay, so let me give you. I'm sharing with an Okta account of not integrated yet. The- Click the last one. No, you will not be able to do this over here. If you go there, check the last one. So this is the Okta account. Click this one, 98 something. You put those.
I don't think it matters because
Yes.
login is like this
No,
is
this
unique to
matters.
your profile, but I think you can log in from any account. I mean, any
No,
screen.
no. Check it. You will not that one unless this count this number is showing in the URL because
Really?
this is specific to this Sohail number. What you have Sohail Sohail Mahmood. It is Sohail Mahmood Khan dot gmail.com. KHA. put KHN.
Can I do this from my
Okay,
phone, or
pause.
do you have to do it from your phone? Your
No,
setting.
it's my phone. I'm
Yeah.
giving you 315649.
Okay, I logged in.
Okay. So this is the account where there is, if you go to this application over here, applications, click applications. So there is no other app integrated over with this Okta account with this Salesforce. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Salesforce. Let's make integration settings or configuration pre-configurations over there.
Okay. So click create app integration.
No, no. Go to the Salesforce account. First, we will make integrations over. Okay,
Yep. Yes.
over here. Just name it.
Name it what? I'm sorry.
Name this connected app Okta.
Okay.
Okay, and uh, write that contact email. It's where Mahmood at the rate of Mahmood. Of that Salesforce, same uh, that was for this account.
The
And
the Gmail or the mailinator?
remove that Khan and
Okay.
okay. So in the, if you see over here, you enable this one, enable OAuth setting. So call back for call. You need that URL from this, or you can also have this URL from the Okta document. So it is referring to that document. So it is they just copy that URL and you paste over here. Open that lab.
This one, right?
This one. Go down.
Hmm. Mm-mm. This one? This one?
Yes, this one. No, no. This is not the. Yes, exactly this one. This is the URL. Call by two of them. One is manage user data via API. So select for man, and then other is perform. Okay, just disable this thing. Other are okay.
I think I did.
Go there. No, no, in the Salesforce. Okay, yes, you have did them. Okay, that's it. There two are selected over here. You have put the backup URL.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these just go at the or click continue.
Nothing else to change on this.
No, nothing else.
Save. Then continue, right?
Yes.
Oh. Um,
So the next step is there we have put those what we have done in that portion.
mm-hmm.
We have enabled that OAuth set. Okay, so now in this function we will uh, go to the and we will enable we will see that customer key, consumer key, and the manager consumer details. So we will have to do just go down and manage. Click on this manage consumer detail.
Okay, 1 second.
Again, go to the Mailinator and get the verification. To access this one, they are verifying the identity.
Okay.
Okay, now you got this information. So this is the important one. Okay, so copy this consumer key and consumer secret into a separate notepad. Just write name. So we will be using this. Write it. This is consumer key. Consumer secret. Consumer secret.
Yeah. Secret. I have to copy this one too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Apply.
Go back to the Salesforce main page. Search for my domain. Save the entire current my domain URL into it. So we have also to get that one. So what is this one? Generate or cancel? I think we have these two things. We have copied this one. There is nothing to make over here. Nothing to apply. your Salesforce and search for my domain.
Going to save any of this or no?
Oh, I think from here, so lightning experience where people and from here go to that setup.
What setup?
Rafi, if you go to because these are other experiences. Yes, this is the setup. Okay, now write it. Search in the search setup. You can copy the current my domain.
Okay.
Okay, now go to the Okta. You have copied these three things. Okay, go to the Okta account.
Yes, here.
Okay, here browse app catalog.
Browse app catalog. Okay.
Search for octaforce.com. It is all you see. You can also search for that one, but
Search
it
for
is
what?
in the feature
Mm-hmm.
Salesforce.com because we are going to this the Okta. So we are here. Why we are here? We are in the Okta. We are searching that we can. Okay, so add integration.
Okay, and then
Okay, then there is something more. From your sales force account to my domain page. This one
Salesforce account to my domain. What? I'm sorry.
you have done it. Okay, from here the SAML 2.0 single sign on. Go to the Okta.
Samuel.
It is not here. Go to the single sign on. Single sign on. No, 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 no. Same in
Oh,
the
okay.
the second.
It won't let me click it. I think we have to go next here.
No, you have to put the custom domain first. You have put the general settings.
This one?
Custom domain. Yes, yes, just the general. So custom domain, you have to put this and you have to copy this one from your my domain settings from there.
It's not letting me change any of this stuff.
You have clicked the next one. No,
If I click next, it'll take me to this page. But on this page, it's not letting me change a lot of this stuff.
see what it is saying if you click on how to configure.
Now it's changing. What is this supposed to be?
No,
Sandbox?
it's a change as a no. It is the production. No need to change it. Why this label has been changed with the name? Say
What?
this name you have integrated with Salesforce.com and then in this too. It is automatically came over here. Are you getting my point?
No, I'm not getting your point. I put our custom domain in here.
Okay, he's also saying that at dot might this you have to do that one. Those only enter ACME. So this the previous part you will only put over here. Rafi,
Yeah.
just delete that dot my salesforce.com custom domain only you have to put the name of that one.
You said, oh, hold on. You're saying to change this
Yes,
to what?
delete this one.
Delete this one? What?
No. Rafi, delete the custom domain and delete the after dot. Only paste till that develop only. If you can see, instruction is already put over here that you don't need to put dot my dot the salesforce.com. You put the so name is still no develop.
Okay.
Or- Now you go to the single sign-on options. Continue it because custom domain and go to the single sign-on. Enable SAML to okay. After enabling it, uh, now click the SAML setup instructions. So go to the applications. You are in the applications SAML 2.0. If you go down over here. So this is not configured. This one. View setup instructions. Click this one. View setup instructions.
All right.
Okay, so this document has all the information.
Right.
So now next step, go to your Salesforce account. Go to again.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go to the identity.
Identity.
It's under the privacy center. Okay, here. And single sign on. So from here, press it. If you press that, it will say
Press what? I'm sorry. Press edit.
yes.
Okay.
So enable from here. Enable it. Just click this one. So what actually you are doing? You have enabled SAML on Okta. Now you have enabled sign in the single sign-on settings of Salesforce as well.
Mm-hmm.
So after that one, SAML single sign-on, save it.
Okay.
Now you have the settings over here. Okay, click on the new.
Where does it send you? Right here.
Yes.
Okay.
Now go to the SAM again. Go to the Okta.
Yep.
So under the SAML settings, metadata detail, expand more details. If you have this more details over here, I think. Okay, so here, just wait. Here you have all those information. Okay, so you will put the sign on URL, copy this URL. Okay, and this one to the provider login URL over there. Go to,
What am I putting it here?
will be putting over there in the okay. Go down, go down. So this is identity provider login URL. Here we will put this one.
Okay.
Go again to the Okta. Copy the sign on the second one. Copy sign out URL. Force so custom sign out log out. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Download. Copy the issuer.
Copy what?
Third one. This one. The issuer. Go up. Just above. Okay. Just put over here. Okay, now there is a signing certificate. You have to download that one and then browse here, uh, choose file. So identity provider certificate. The fourth thing over there is this one. Just download it somewhere and then I'll bring it
Where
in
do I
the
get the
Salesforce.
certificate from?
Go to the fourth thing is there also. Three were the links and fourth one is the file. You have to download this certificate. Yes.
Then
Go to your downloads.
I already put it on there. It's right here.
Okay.
Oh.
Now in the Salesforce side,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Other than that, also make some name. Name it as Okta Test API setting, you will name it as Octa test without spaces. So in the entity ID, what we will put over here in the entity ID? Because everything other is we have already put over here, but entity ID, we will get that one. Entity ID is like entity ID is your sales where the custom URL in a notepad from when we created the sale for account. Go there in the notepad, check if we have entity ID there.
No.
Sales for domain name in the is there. Last one is
This is the entity ID right here.
yes. This
You
is the
sure?
entity. Yes, this is.
Okay.
So sales for domain name is our entity ID. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Save it.
What it is saying that move the HTTP from the start. Or HTTP add HTTP as colon double slash. Okay. Now save it. But before, just go down.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything other endpoints have somewhere?
I don't think so.
So if you press the save, what is the error? This path, this is the browse button located in the file system. Is it correct? Because error is over here now. Entity ID is good.
Oh, saved it. It was the file that was not uploaded. That's why. It should be fine now.
Okay. Have you saved it now?
Yeah.
Okay, go down now. No, these endpoints are here. Okay, we have to put these endpoints in the Okta environment.
Mm-hmm.
Advanced sign-on setting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One is like login URL and logout URL. That we will be going to put here in the Okta. Go to the Okta.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have advanced sign-on settings here? Go down.
Yes.
Okay, here. Put those login URL and logout URL. Put it from the Salesforce that are just generated. endpoints. Rafi, at the
Oh,
endpoints, which copied. This is the URL already. This is the Okta URL. We are just creating. Yes, we are doing it right.
okay.
Okay, now on the Okta side, click done. Okay, Salesforce integration with Okta has been set up but not completed. So it completed.
Um, what did you say again? Repeat that one more time.
I said that if you see your in the application,
Mm-hmm.
can app as
Can what?
just click this applications again. This application,
Mm-hmm.
go down. You see, Salesforce is, I think there are two. One was wrong. Okay, we have made much of this one in the Salesforce.com too. So this was it. Need to say that it is not. Uh, just go how we will be completing this one. So now again get to the consumer key and secrets we saved on separate notepad. We will need the Salesforce provisioning.
Okay, one second. Let me plug in my laptop. All right.
Okay, but just if you have copied those consumer key and the other key was consumer secret. So we will be configuring those two things over there. So how we will do that? Go to this salesforce.com to
Okay.
so in the provisioning. Okay, configure API integration. API integration. When
Enable
you
it, right?
enable, yes, enable.
Okay.
So now go.
Abdul, one second. Abdul, how much longer are we meeting for the class?
I
What time
think
do you want to end?
sorry.
What time do you want to end the class? I'm trying to plan out my next class. What time are we ending this class?
I think just do it. Maybe it will take 10 to 15 minutes more. Then I will be done.
4:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, got it. Okay. I am okay. What was the next steps?
So put the just to a consumer key and customer key that we saved on Notepad. Place over here. Copy those two things.
Save.
First, click this one. Authenticate with secret. Can we click this one?
This is the
Okay.
password, right?
Give the credentials. Password was I have given you the brown fox every data. How you copy from the picture?
I didn't copy it.
Please capital.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Wait, this is not the right email.
This
Gmail.
is the name of move.
It's soebmahmood@gmail.com.
No, it was melinator.com. I just told you that it was written over here wrong maybe.
Wait, is this the login or this the login? Which one? Oh, it's this one.
No, no.
Yeah, this is
This
the
is
Salesforce.
this is Salesforce, yes.
Yeah. I was
Handled data one. This was the password.
right. What?
Change the username first. Username is melinator.com.
Oh, that's what it was.
Okay, allow you enter the law.
Okay. I think it's connected.
Where
It's
okay, these are
connected,
green.
authenticated. Now save.
Now I think yeah, you click the same.
All right.
In the provisioning tab, I'll click this edit. What happened when you click the edit?
Nothing happened. Just gave me some more options.
Okay, after the edit, enable Create user, enable it. Now we are giving the provisioning at to app. Okay. So Okta is given. So what will we will create user, update user attribute, deactivate three. First of the three, four, you enable it. You are giving the provisioning. So Okta will do this for the Salesforce. Okay. Create user, update user attribute, enable these things.
All of them?
No, no, la- yes, save it. Escape the server. Okay. So we have already done this one. Do you want to continue or next we will do the because next step we will be making some new users and we will be testing this service what we have done so far.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you 1 second. Yeah, Naim, are you ready? Are you ready right now? Okay, sounds good. Thanks. Joining. Abdul,
Yes.
let's go ahead and pause because my other teacher is ready. So let's pick back up whenever you're available tonight again, if you're free. I
Okay.
think we did
From
a
maybe
solid
10
couple
or
of hours.
11. Yes. I will be sleeping now. And
Okay.
10, 11 p.m. maybe I will be available again. We will see
I'm
that.
pretty much free all the time now. So you just message me whenever you can meet. I have all the
I know
time.
you are not going to.
No job, so I have a lot of time.
They have not given you the notice period and that kind of thing.
Nothing. They just called me. The recruiter called me yesterday and said, "Hey, unfortunate news, but today was your last day." That's it. That's all I got. No communication from my manager, nothing. They just deactivated all of my access and then called me.
Strange thing. I don't know why it's just so. Maybe in here in Pakistan they give some time or they give some extra.
American
Okay.
companies are very much cutthroat like that. They will drop you in an instant without any notice, nothing. Nothing at all.
Okay. Okay,
There's no
Rafi.
such thing as job security in the US. That's why you have to constantly keep up the skills because they just hire you for the skill. They don't look at you as a person. They just look at you as a machine that can help them make more money. And that's all you mean to the company. That's it.
Okay. Good. Don't worry, there you will get a new job,
Yeah.
inshallah.
Yeah. Hopefully. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, brother. Yep.
Let's meet
So, tonight.
again. Oh, and we will continue from here.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.